appreciating my desperate need for attention. I've known Josh now for close to a decade, and while it's not a competition, I have known Sophie for about 3 or 4 minutes longer than Josh. So while I am overly qualified for this position, it was still a genuine honour to be asked to speak tonight, and in what is a true showing of the adoration your friends and family have for you both. I was also there the night that Josh and Sophie met and figuratively sowed the seeds of their relationship. It was on the River Murray, a beautiful, peaceful and idyllic location, until we showed up in Now, those who know Josh and I know that we do share a passion for getting really drunk and DJing until our hands bleed. And we have a favourite tradition which we call 2 for 2, whereby we take it in turns, mixing 2 tracks, passing to the next person, mixing 2 tracks. Now you may be wondering if this is the part where the waffling comes in, and you're right, it is, but I do have a point here, so hang with me. You see, on that night we started our tradition normally, and we played 2 for 2, 2 for 2, and I watched at one stage as Josh struck up a conversation with Sophie over I believe it was over a pink vodka cruiser. And what was 2 for 2 quickly became 2 for 4, 2 for 10, 2 for 20, and eventually I was DJing to an empty room alone in my hand. It seems that Josh had found a new and probably somewhat more important passion. When the party ended, I watched as Sophie and Josh said their first goodbyes together. I swear from a distance I saw some sparks and a couple of butterflies, 2 white doves. Safe to say I was still pretty drunk, so I'm not sure what happened symbolically. As Josh returned to the boat, there was a lightness in his step, a swag if you will, and he had a look in his eye that was more than just being creeped out that I was watching him from a distance. He was a different man. And over the following months, I watched their relationship blossom. From sunset and feet photos on Instagram, to seafood banquets and month anniversaries. To tears when they parted on holidays booked before they'd found each other. To moving in together in their own little piece of beachside paradise. To shitting with the door open. I watched their relationship go from strength to strength. But it was the core values of their relationship which really shone through to the rest of us. It was trust, understanding, humour, support for one another, and of course love heart hands, which formed a union to which the rest of us could only aspire. I couldn't be prouder of the 2 of you, and I would like to raise a glass to thank you for this amazing event that you've put on tonight, which has brought us all together. Josh and Sophie. Now, I probably should hand over the mic before we run out of drinks. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce the first speech of the night, a man who was quoted as saying, "It's not so much that I'm losing a daughter as gaining a behemoth of a son." Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the mic, Sophie's father, Peter.
Thank you, Simon. And thank you all for coming tonight to celebrate the engagement of Sophie and Josh. Great to see you all here. Now, I guess every father feels a little uneasy when his little girl grows up and starts making decisions on her own, like getting engaged. But I've got a good feeling about Josh, and he did ask my permission first, so that made it a whole lot easier. Sucker. 2 years ago, Sophie and I were overseas together, and I met Sophie at Heathrow Airport in London as she flew in from Europe to meet me, all grown up. And then a few days later, we were walking hand in hand across Hyde Park in London on a sunny day. But it was truly beautiful. One of life's special moments. So that was really, really nice. And the reason for telling you that is to lead into, and then we flew back to Adelaide Airport, got off the plane there, and there was Josh. Josh said to me, I'll look after her now. And then I thought, something is up. And I couldn't imagine a better man for Sophie to share her life with. So, if you'd like to raise your glasses and join her mother and me in congratulating him on this wonderful engagement. So, Josh and Sophie.
Thank you very much, Peter. Now I'd like to introduce a man whose beauty is only surpassed by the jewellery he creates. Please join me in welcoming Josh's father, Dave.
That's enough, guys. I have my notes. Of course, we'd like to welcome you all tonight to the party, and we're our pleasure to have you both joining us for a very special occasion. They're a great couple, Josh and Sophie. We've been very, very proud and happy for them to be together and announce their engagement. It's certainly been a very special time for us all. We're very flattered, Sophie, that you're happy to join the Mad Macintosh family, as we're all a little bit crazy, as you'll come to know over the years. I would also like to welcome Sharon and Peter and the extended families to the evening and getting to know everybody and getting to know your families. Thank you very much. We've grown up over the years watching Josh come from a little fella with a few challenges, many different ways, both with his family, his heritage and his health. But he's come a long way, and he's always worked really hard and been very diligent in everything he's tried to achieve. It's been a very, very, great time. Great to have Josh with us all through, with all the things he's done. We've watched and admired Josh growing up over the years, tearing around in his rollerblades, go-karts, going into baseball, football, building his first computer and ripping it apart when he was about 9 years old and managing to put it back together again. So maybe there was a bit of an inkling there that he might have had a career there in the IT. He's always had a great sense of humour and it's always a very hearty laugh. He's had great mates for years that have all watched out for each other, and professionally in his career he's worked bloody hard for 10 years. He's done very well, he's got a great work ethic, and his progress has seen him very excited about the new challenges with the job he has and always looking to get to the next level. Sophie came into his life a couple of years ago and was a blessing in disguise. They seemed to be the perfect match for each other from the moment they were together. They always look after each other, they always laugh together, they're always happy together, and they're the best thing that's happened to one another, I would say. They've got a lot of dreams, plans for the future. They're sharing their dreams, they're perfect soulmates. They've bought a block of land, they're building a home, they're getting all their life together. We couldn't be happier for them. On behalf of Jackie and I and the rest of our family, we'd like to wish you both the very, very best of happiness and health together. Look after each other, be there for one another, and enjoy all that you can bring to each other. And all the best to you both. And for the guests, please, eat, drink, enjoy yourself. It's a special occasion for the Macintoshes. Have a good time tonight and make yourself at home. Thank you.